What would you think if I sang out a tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. Gonna try with a little help from my friends. What do I do when my love is away? Does it worry you to be alone? How do I feel by the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? No, I get by with a little help from my friends. Get high with a little help from my friends. Gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody?
Are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
Somebody to love? Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Would you believe in a love at first sight? Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the time. What do you see when you turn out the light? I can't tell you, but I know it's mine. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Yes, I get by with a little help from my friends. With a little help from my friends.
Heart beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave? How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still, beauty in ocean.
Imogen, I could not possibly live without you. I promise to be there for you and our family, and I will never let you down. I look forward to growing old with you. You are my best friend and my soulmate. I have loved you since the day I met you, and I will continue to do so until forever. I will always be there to support you for anything in life that you want to achieve. I will laugh with you through the good times, and I'll hold you close through the bad ones. Today marks the start of our lives as husband and wife, and I can't wait to show you off as my wife to the whole world. I love you.
When we met at just 15 years old, with my chubby cheeks and your spirit level fringe, I would never have imagined that this would lead to almost 11 years of adventures. On the days where I feel like nothing could cheer me up, you always make it your mission to make me laugh and never fail to put a smile on my face. One of my favourite memories together was when we swam out to the middle of the lake in Germany, and it felt like we were the only two people in the world. Today is quite the opposite. We're not alone at all, but we're here in this beautiful place with all of our closest loved ones. And I could not be any happier to be standing at the end of this aisle marrying my best friend here today. I know that together we can navigate all the twists and turns that we are yet to face and come through the other side stronger and with memories we will cherish forever like we always do. I promise to always be your biggest supporter, whether that's picking you up on the days you need it most or telling you I'm proud of you and everything we always manage to achieve together. I promise to keep laughing with you, to keep dancing in the kitchen with you, and to most importantly, I promise to try my very best not to roll my eyes when you tell me that you need another guitar. And that this time, it's definitely the last one. Despite any of our flaws, I honestly could not love you anymore, and I promise to love you unconditionally on the good days and the bad, for richer and poorer, in sickness and health, until we are grey and old, and I look forward to doing so.
You are now lawfully joined
I've
together
died
as one
every day
and one.
waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me.
Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go out and get her. The minute you let her under your skin, then you begin to make it better. And anytime you feel the pain, found her, now go and get her. Remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. So let it out and let it in. Hey Jude, begin.
Now, I've been advised by my daughter, well, firmly advised as it goes, not to have a drink until after my speech. So I do hope you'll forgive me if I seem in a bit of a rush to finish. And it was all the way back on Christmas Day 2018 that Imogen and Lee announced their engagement. And in the intervening years, it's become apparent to me just how very special Lee is to Imogen. In the time they've already been together, we've seen them set up their home. First in Leicestershire and now in Milbourne. And through hard work and dedication, they've made their home beautiful, filling it with the most wonderful furniture, gorgeous fabrics, the latest appliances, and of course, with dogs. Lots of dogs. Big dogs. Now, I cannot remember when I've ever seen my daughter Imogen looking as lovely as she does here today. And I'm sure you will all agree she looks absolutely stunning. Clearly, Imogen is an exceptionally talented, intelligent, kind and successful woman. And it's only natural that you might wonder, where does she get all these amazing qualities from? And her can-do attitude to life? Well, look no further than her fabulous mother, Joanne. Who has always done her absolute best for our daughter over the past 26 years, and I would like to warmly acknowledge that today. Well, it's time for me to sign off now, and as is the tradition, I will do so with some brief words of advice. First, some advice for you, Imogen. Over the years ahead, if you ever want to communicate something to Lee, perhaps something important, rather than dropping hints or relying on his undoubtedly great skills as a mind reader, you might find it easier simply to tell him what you want. And to you, Lee, I would offer this advice. If, during married life, you and Imogen ever find you have a difference of opinion, perhaps even a small disagreement, then why not try this? Simply sit down together and talk it over for 20 minutes. And then decide that she was right all along. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding and raise your glasses to the new bride and groom, to Imogen and Lee.
So hi everyone, I'm Tom, Lee's best man. Probably didn't need to write that bit down, but I just wanted to say I'm sorry if this speech is a little bit thrown together. My logic was it took them 5 years to get engaged and another 5 years to get married, so I thought I'd have at least a couple of weeks between the wedding and the reception to write the speech. So as you know, it's the best man's job to tell some stories about Lee, preferably at Lee's expense. So see, the thing is, being Imogen's brother, you might think I don't really have the material on Lee to you know, come up with some good stories, but that would have probably been true until the stag do. But it's okay, Lee, because I've asked around and I've got a couple of contributions. So I can tell you about the time Lee was playing football with his fellow dog trainers and he decided he was too hot. So he did what anyone would do, and he stripped down to his boxer shorts and revealed to the world his SpongeBob SquarePants. So I've got another one. This one's quite bad, actually. So a couple of Lee's mates, one of whom's here today, Josh, went round to his house at night with balaclavas and staged a break-in. So one of Lee's defensive techniques was to try and get Jessie and Charlie to bark at the door by holding up their favourite dog toy and saying, "Speak, Jessie, speak." And I don't think it worked, but I don't know if you needed a new pair of SpongeBobs that night. So last thing, advice for the couple. I don't really have any advice, to be honest. I think you're doing great, I really do. I would say 3 dogs is plenty, you don't know. So let's have another toast to Imogen and Lee. This one's to a really good marriage.
As many of you are aware, me and Imogen first met at school when we were 15 years old. However, this wasn't the first time that I'd ever cast eyes on Imogen. It was during the summer holidays of 2007 at the Woodseats Festival, and I was around 11 years old at the time. I saw Imogen running through the school playground with her friend Layla, and she instantly caught my eye. It's true. Although the same can't be said for Imogen, as I had a face covered in green face paint and a bongo drum between my legs. We've just walked the full length of Woodseats for the youth club parade. I didn't see Imogen again after that for a couple more years, but I was hoping that once we moved up to big school, I'd bump into her again. But as luck would have it, in year 8, Imogen had left her school at the other side of Sheffield and come to Meadowhead to join us all. More time passed until the day that I walked into my catering class in year 10. Much to my amazement, there she was, sat right at the front of the class. Imogen was one of those nerdy clever kids at school. I was sat a little bit further towards the back of the class, probably trying to eat the chocolate we had brought in to bake cakes. After the first couple of weeks, I managed to impress her with my egg juggling skills, in which she repaid me by allowing me to have the chocolate left over on her spatula. After plucking up some courage, I asked if she'd like to come over to my house to hang out, and she agreed relatively quickly. We met at the top of Fraser Road in Woodseats, and we have both never looked back. Within a couple of weeks, I asked if she would like to be my girlfriend, to which she said yes. We have achieved so much together in the last 10 years. Bought a house at 18, progressed through our careers, bought our second house. Jessie, Charlie and King all came along, and now we have our little family. I don't think either of us knew that any of this would ever be possible. But with hard work, dedication, honesty, love and togetherness, I don't think we've done too bad. I'll forever be grateful for you, Imogen, for the way that you sacrificed literally everything for me all those years ago when we decided to move down here. You gave up so much. Although it's only an hour down the road, I think with us only being 18 and with zero life experience, it was a big step for us to take. But we have always done everything together, the good times and the bad. You're always the first person to believe in me. You support me and love me, and you make me feel so happy. Things change in life, most of the time when you least expect it. But one thing is absolutely certain, I will love you for the rest of my life. And I just want to raise a toast to my beautiful wife Imogen and the efforts that everyone's made, so thank you and cheers.
We get it almost every night. When that moon is big and bright, it's a supernatural delight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. We like our fun and we never fight. You can dance and stay uptight. It's a supernatural delight. Everybody was dancing in the